Alright guys, welcome to the stream. We are discussing, we're going Nurgle, you know how we're doing it, of course on the hardest difficulty to show it is possible, and of course any of this will apply on any difficulty. The webcam is a little bit funky right now, so I've worked out what it is. It's basically the lights in the room, and right now I've recently relocated to, it's pretty much like a laundry. One day I'll just take it down, but yeah, so basically there's like a laundry and shit behind me, so this is like, there's literally like brick walls around here, so just the light doesn't really work very well. So yeah, that's the reason why, but the light is somewhat green, so there is that. It is at least Nurgle themed. Plagues for the plague session. Dan, how are you, my friend? Alright, we are live with 2 viewers. Living the dream. Thank you everyone who does jump in, or if anyone's seeing this on the replay, I do appreciate it. And especially when covering these less popular factions as well, it does hurt the channel by not just spamming Empire and Dwarfs. But I don't know, it's good to have content out there. Hey Lord, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Oh God, how do I make you a mod? Add as moderator. Alright. There you go, Lord. You're a moderator now. The power is yours. Wield it wisely. Okay, let's... so, turn 1. I've got about roughly the first 5 turns down packed, and after that, they're likely to change. But I always love when there's a faction that people just really don't believe in. Is that on the hardest difficulty? Really? Fuck, it is. Alright. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's have a fight. Tell us when the DLC is coming. I don't know. And if I did, I would be NDA'd anyway. So I am not jettisoning my, risking my channel. It's not really risking my channel. I mean, the thing is though, is getting early access allows me to actually keep up, because if all I did was stream, right, I could play it on the first day the game comes out, and it wouldn't be that much worse, but I need time with the game to first smash through it quickly on normal, and then play through the opening turns on Legendary to really feel out the race and understand where all the high level stuff does kind of join together, especially with races like this. And I always love when I've got a challenge where someone says this race is shit, and I need to come out and work out how they are actually really, really good. And I still haven't completely cracked the code on Nurgle. Like, I've got some really good ideas of how they do operate. I'm feeling I'm about 80% of the way there, but there just comes that extra confidence where I know if I could boot up any campaign and absolutely dominate it, and I know that I can just quickly bullet points and strategies, that's when I know I've got it to where I want it to. But not quite there yet. Not quite there. I know that there's some layers and combos I haven't quite worked out yet, or if I haven't sort of seen just how far they can be pushed through. So this is my first time playing through. I think this might be my first actual playthrough. I did like 5 dummy terms before, but this might be my first Kugath game in Warhammer 3, which is really, really cringe. Sorry, in Immortal Empire. Sorry, I've played him on... No, Danny, you've got to fight the Verminbringer. Yeah. So way many battles you got to fight. Should have autoed this. Well, I should have listened to you, Dan. I'm sorry. But you know what? I'm setting the example. I'm practicing what I preach here, because you do need to fight your early battles. Don't just auto-resolve them. Get used to your faction. Understand what those spells do. Understand how long it takes for like the artillery piece on Kugath here to fire. Really, really useful here. The fact we can really whittle down particularly these javelin units. The funny thing is, I think the auto resolve probably would do better than what we can do. Alright, cool. We'll keep our... What's his name? Oh, I thought it was Adeptus. Adipus. Adipus. They get magic items for ranged characters. I think so. I think so. Okay, we're just going to pull these guys back to allow a side charge. We might as well shoot into the flank there. And how we've got 31 winds of magic. Enough that we can utilise, but we don't want to waste it. Too much on approach. So it's a really cool spell for those who are new with Nurgle. It's your classic teardrop spell, but it's quite long and spreads quite far at the end. So really great placement will pay off. So like all things Nurgle, this is a faction about being patient and lining up engagements. If you get impatient or try to panic with these guys, it's not going to work in your favour. Nice. Okay, so we're going to turn guard mode off so we continue to chase them. And we'll lob a few shots into the rear of this unit. That should do nicely. So just here, also trying to show some demonstration. If you see, that has quite a far range for a breath-based spell. Okay. Okay, how you doing with this duel here? Kugath, you're not doing that good, mate. Come on. Oh no, we're going to lose some Nurglings. 100% that wouldn't have happened. Oh no. How much stronger are Nurgle cavalry compared to other races? Not very useful for Tammy and Epidemius. Yes, that is true. That is absolutely true. Alright, let's focus on this battle. Okay. I actually forgot to do my first move, but I can still do it. You're not going to catch anyone, are you? No one's charging. Alright. Let's get cavalry back in. So, Nurgle's hey, Kamiko, how are you, mate? So, Nurgle's cavalry, it depends which ones you do choose. Their cavalry, I do think, are underrated by a lot of people because... Not just Rot Knights. So Rot Knights are incredibly good. So Nurgle are a tall faction just like Tzeentch. So as soon as you hit sort of tier 4, tier 5, you struggle to find a unit that's not A or S tier. But it's like all things, you're just trying to survive that long to get there. Alright. Let's dive in. Cool. Let's fast forward. Cool. Alright, and we did that way worse than we would have done manually, but it'll be fine. At the end of the day, it'll be fun. Now you could raise some units to start getting some experience on them before this first fight, but I honestly don't think it's worth it. Let's slow him down. Oh, we won't get him. That's a shame. Alright. if you play Tammy, you can easily make the Rot Knights broken. Yeah, he makes Rot Knights stupid good. Very, very good. I think is this the first battle? Because you can't run them down, it's better to auto. That's a fairly good point. Actually, I think there is a good argument to that. That one obviously would have definitely been autoed, but that's alright. I did test it out beforehand without losing any units, just auto-resolving on normal difficulty, and yeah. It is missing out on experience. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So step 1, just auto-resolve that fight. Actually, I'm pretty sure that it's like the same map for each of those fights, so there's not really much in there. That's true. That's true. Okay. So, now in this case, I would take the infect. Actually, I'm pretty sure... Oh, do you get more infections or less infections for doing it manually? It was either something like 40 or 100 that I got when I tested it. But in this case, take the infections first. Because the sooner you get your infections, the sooner you can unlock the plagues. And yeah, there we go. So there's 126 already gained there. Cool. And because we don't need Route Marcher to get to this next destination, and with a Plague Ridden, getting that replenishment, and we'll be able to auto-resolve this one, no worries. It's not worth sacking it, just to get a few plagues. So one of our goals is to try and tick this over to 200 as quickly as possible. Okay, and now you need Route Marcher. Absolutely imperative. So now you could raise some units, but we're not going to yet. We will be raising units on turn, I think it's 3. Yeah, turn 3. So that does mean we can use Pestilent Growth because it will last for... Actually, we want this, not this turn, the next turn. So we're holding off that until next turn. As for research, Fecundity to gain some battlefield healing across all of units. Too good to turn down. And that is our first turn. We can do some diplomacy, but there's no real point. There's some rats that are getting beaten up, but just ignore them. Last up, construction. So what's really cool is this building. It gives you some extra infections as well as some gold, so that's a great building no matter who you go. But unique to Nurgle is the medicine, so this will increase your chance of spreading plagues and the duration. So the goal will be to cast plagues onto this building and then have it spread to other buildings. So pretty fun. And turn. All right. So our goal here, we're going to try something a little bit different. We're going to build tall. We have this 4 settlement province here in the Dragon Isle, and then we have a 4 settlement province just above. We're going to pin those down, and then we're going to use hubs to send cultists out. Oh god, the webcam taking a spill there. Yeah, so we're going to be using cultists to drum up more and more infections, which will allow us to, of course, build more high-tier buildings as well as more plagues. Similar to how we play Tzeentch. So if you want to play like aggressive, expansive, play the Warriors of Chaos and choose their champion, that god. If you want to sit back more and fuck with people in the way the Chaos Gods would, in this case spreading infections with Tzeentch by just changing the ways and messing with people. So if you want to mess with people, that's where the demons really, really excel. Okay, so just simply click the attack button on the Shattered Stone Bay. It will run Kugath up. And we're using the Plague Ridden to increase the stats of his casting, which allows you skill points with Kugath to improve his military units. Now, use your Unholy Manifestation. This one here will give you a reduction to recruitment as well as a bit of extra health for anyone that is recruited. So, not this turn, but next turn, we will be recruiting because Kugath can recruit the same turn. So no point paying the upkeep. Next turn we can move, we hide the units, and then we attack to avoid one turn of upkeep. And there's nothing we can do. I'm not forgetting anything silly. Nope. Cool. See, there we go, Dan. No battles at all. Whole turn without any conflict. They say Nurgle is the most fun god in terms of being jovial. Okay. So, before we attack, we need to hire 2 Plague Bearers and 1 Beast of Nurgle. Now, the Beast of Nurgle is freaking amazing. It has regeneration. It's got another couple of debuffs just attached to it. Just really, really great. Whoever it's around, it will just simply debuff, reducing their attack. They have a harder time going away, running away, and just simply because, well, flyers make it harder to hit. But because it has regeneration, it's actually really, really resistant to crumbling and dying, which is, it's just great having something that reliable.
I require only the most infectious.
I feel like he's got more units this time than he did the first time. Well, in that case, I might hire up to 13 units. Will that kill my upkeep a bit too much? Because I've got a 13 against their 6 plus 2, 4, 6, 7. Be 13 versus 13. Why not? Let's not get smoked on a live stream. Cool, so 13 versus 13, my units are injured, no worries. So when I did try this before with the auto-resolve, my units were pretty much all damaged like that, and this fight wasn't too difficult. So, let's do this one. Hey Garrett, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for tuning in. How would you say Kugath is rather easy to normal campaign now, or still feeling slow and janky? I don't think he's slow and janky. There's actually only one change I would make, and that's that the cults would give more of a buff to research, and I will suggest that to the devs. More reward for building tall and using the cults. So basically the biggest thing the rework did is it means that your cults, if you're playing the demons, the cults are the way of really drawing up the power from the living population to then redirect it towards your enemies. You want to have a front where you have no hostility and you are just throwing cults left, right and center, building infections up in them. Like when you play Tamakan, that campaign absolutely stopped by keeping Archaon alive as your neighbor. Dish any territory you want out to him and then just put cults everywhere in his territories. And those cults, every one of those cults will increase your research by 10% and provide, I think, 5 infections per turn. So, pretty nice. Okay, I'm going to throw Angry Froggies of the Apocalypse right behind that front line. And so, even though they're a melee faction, most melee factions you tend to want to be more on the wide side. Nurgle is different. Nurgle actually wants to be quite consolidated and together, and you want to move up in a heap, and then once you basically try to envelop them all at once, and then just gradually pick out your engagements. So this is a faction about choosing, being patient, and choosing matchups that favor you, and layering buffs and debuffs to the enemy to make it advantageous. Cool. Yeah, let's give this a go. And the fact he has an artillery round is just really, really nice. I'm not sure if you're a dual streaming YouTube is just an afterthought. Oh, wait a sec. So, Reacher, how you doing, mate? Is Tamarkan greater than Kugath? Yes, but Kugath still does do certain things better than Tamarkan. In terms of plagues, Kugath is better. But Tamarkan is cool because he struts the line between being a warrior of chaos and actually being essentially a demonic faction. He plays like a demonic faction, but so many of his buffs and his playstyle, he's very much around big, heavily armored units with really powerful chieftains. Very focused on the battlefield. I think maybe that's a nice clear indication, is that the warriors of chaos, the mortal factions, are more concerned with battlefield destruction, whereas the demons are more concerned with giving people a hard time on the campaign map. Isn't choosing the engagement that favors you a general strategy, or did you miss that? I guess to make that more clear, I mean, you can choose your engagements. Like right now we have some missile units that are aiming at our big chunky Kugath daddy, and he's obviously a big pincushion and he's going to take some damage there. So that is, and we could choose to run in and get him, but then we'd get surrounded and flanked by Saurus warriors, which can lay on a decent amount of hurt. I know this guy can also heal up afterwards, so I'm not too worried. Sorry, let me just cast some spells. Sorry, I'm letting my ass get kicked here. Okay, so charge in, and keep charging, Beast of Nurgle. Cool. Take away their charge. Cool. Cool. And just keep on hammering with this spell where you get the longest line. That's a bit of a bad shot because it might hurt some of my units. That's alright. It's good. Cool. Nice big blob there. Oh, come on guys. Get around. Gotta love pathfinding, so we want to chase these guys down using our Furies with guard mode off, so we just chase them to the edge of the world. You played Tamarkan, not Kugath. His demonic buffs are cool, but I really enjoyed his Captain Mechanic. You'll give him a Kugath a try after this live stream. Yeah, I think you would first try Kugath. Like, I think he's the kind of lord that people sleep on. If you're not going to try and work your playstyle around the cults, it's probably not that interesting. But I'll show you what we're aiming to do. And that's the thing, is some factions kind of follow the classic TotalWar formula of just, you know, expand and bust heads open, and that's totally fine. But the demons really do, I don't know, they tiptoe around and dance around and really test that tried and true formula, and I think that's kind of cool. The best thing being, if you want a more classic style campaign, the Warriors of Chaos are there for you. Okay. Okay, I've got some sleeping toads. Oh man, you guys just sat there. Let's blast them. Okay, we've let ourselves get strung out here. Just need to focus for a sec. Come on. Cool. See, if I'd actually got these units round the back and flanked them, we would have broken them by now. Cool. Alright, let's get this caster out of the way. He's going to lose that. Really powerful lords by the Lizardmen. Cool, alright, let's heal. Who are we gonna heal? Let's heal. Go Kugath, why not?
Nurgle's testament will
Cool.
my experiment succeed.
Ah, shit.
Yes. A new world.
Cool. And we'll turn guard mode off. Good. Swarm this guy. And charge. Alright, we should be good. Ethan Payne, £5 super chat. Totally new to RTSs and Total War in general. Been listening to your videos in the background for a few weeks now. I want to show some support. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much for the donation and also for the viewership. Appreciate that, and thank you very much. So I'll catch up on super chats just a sec, guys. See, when I don't pay attention here, this is when I turn around and then my lord is dead. It's like a recurring thing. I lose attention to the stream, and then something really important, or I get like really heartbroken because there's like a unit that I really wanted to keep alive dies. Don't die, little Nurglings. Don't die. Don't die. Yes, there we are. Okay. Alright, let's get our cavalry units. So the thing about Nurgle's roster is there's a lot of units that, like the cavalry units being the toads and the flies, by themselves, they're okay, but the versions where someone mounts them, these plague drones with the death heads, so they're flying overhead, throwing gooey bombs at people from the top, but they've got pretty decent stats to fly in with 32 charge bonus. Not bad, but good armor piercing damage, really good missile damage, so they're fantastic. And the version of the Plague Toad with the rider on there is basically the same, but just better stats all around. Really nice charge bonus. Pretty cool. All right, let's wrap this one up. And the Beasts of Nurgle, you can't say enough good things about them. So for those who don't know, so the Beasts of Nurgle are kind of hilarious. So this big hideous beast here, they're basically like a giant. They're basically just a giant dog. Has anyone ever seen the person who's a really big dog person and they don't get that not all people are dog people, right? They just let their dog just jump on old ladies, jump on anyone and lick them on the face and the lips when they're totally not digging it, but they're just completely oblivious to it. That is the mindset of the Nurgle, of the Beast of Nurgle. He's jumping over people, just lovingly wants to give them hugs, covering them in pus and gore and getting them infected in the process. Because all of Nurgle's followers believe these to actually be blessings and gifts from the maggot god himself. But you don't feel any physical pain. And you'll feel basically invigorated, much stronger. But usually the people that fall to him are often people that are sick or people who are healers, like Festus. The Leech Lord was once a doctor. So I'm doing my research for the guides right now, so I'm like flexing this Nurgle knowledge that totally isn't there, that I've had to pick up on. Sorry about the camera, by the way, but I'll fix it one day. But yeah, so basically, people that are typically really sick or healers that just they need an answer, and yeah, basically the plague will spread, people will become sick, but then they won't feel any pain anymore. So over time, you feel better, but your body's actually rotting and decaying to the point where if you try to leave Nurgle, you will basically a corpse. You will die. So that's how he'll get you. That's one thing I like about the lore of Warhammer is with the Chaos Gods, there's always a catch. You know, you get what you want, but at some kind of a sick, twisted price. All right, so let's occupy. Let's catch up on this chat quickly. So Tamakan is awesome. I do agree. You mostly grew up all of your army to have them approach the enemy at once and then just use the fastest units in single groups. Yeah, that works as well. Try the vampire counts at the moment, and the whole crumbling thing is something to get used to. Yeah, it's hard. It is hard to get used to, definitely. Kaneko talks to his units, and Nurgles are so cute. Yes, they are. Beast and Nurgle are not so hidden champion. Yes. Unless you are Cetra. He does not serve. I reckon they'll do a Tomb King's rework at some point. Okay, so the tree for Kugath is one of the easier ones to get your head around. Isn't it great when there's one skill which buffs up all the awesome units, and this is it. So not just the demonic units that Kugath specializes in, also the mortal units as well. So chosen with great weapons.
It will supplement
Essentially, the chosen with any mark of chaos, given their great weapon version, is just a phenomenal unit. For Nurgle, it's the great weapons, the two-handed axes. Absolutely stomp. Right, I think that's it for this turn. We have turn 3 down. Cool. Done. Okay, so back to the research tree. We can increase our captives, but the other nice one to get is going to be 15 growth. But for now, let's just get 10% extra captives because we have a lot of difficult fights. I mean, this will make him hate us more. We'll sign this after we've finished off our first threat. It's like when you have a really old car. Oh, wait. It's like when you have a really old car and the gaps in your gasket and seals are filled by oil burns, and then you clean the motor and ruin it. I don't know enough about cars to comment on that. But yeah, sure. Sure. In a Gorse campaign, you'll have the shutdown of the blobs as soon as Kugath versus Gorse. Yes. It is an interesting matchup. It isn't, yeah. Hey, morning Sinful, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Morning and 10:30 at night. The perks of being in Australia. Inconvenient for most of the known world. That's such a shitty take. By the way, I shouldn't say that. There's actually some really great places that are on our time zone. So, our next move for turn 4. First, see what you're facing. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 units. And I have 13 units. I also really don't want to auto-resolve that fight, if I can help it.
specimens for the battle study.
Thing is, his units are definitely better than mine. That's the hard truth on this. Although we will aggro. We've got a Lord. He's got a Saurus Captain. Yeah, he's only got a few. He's only got 3 Saurus units, so we should be alright. Oh, it's just because I'm on stream. It makes me nervous. Not so much nervous. I just want to have a really difficult fight that takes 10 years to finish. Cool. And now, oh, he sailed away anyway. Look at that. Sinful. Oh, it's 3 a.m. in Germany. 3 p.m. sorry, in Germany. That sounds better. Sinful's good. Yeah, excited when you saw me streaming. Yeah, cool. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. You missed the last one. That's alright. And I will auto-resolve that because I don't want to do that siege. And yes, I did just hire those Nurglings to guarantee the auto-resolve. So, I mean, there's the money factor, but there's also the real life time factor. So, this is a really fantastic opening province for Kugath because of the unique buildings. Instead of getting resources to trade, having the ability to spread more plagues, that will help us. Also, timber is awesome. Decreases our cycle time by 1. We can also decrease our cycle time further by another 10%, as well as through research. So the cycle time, you'll see soon if you're new to Nurgle. Effectively, you have a wheel, a circular system where every 3 turns, you will get these units added to your pool. So very slow in the early game, but these units are global. You'll have a huge, enormous pool of units to draw from if you take the time to build yourself and craft your empire carefully. So that's, people are saying that Nurgle is crap, are trying to play them like Rome. That's usually the thing. When people are having trouble with something, I like to look into it because it's not obvious. It absolutely is not obvious. But that's what I don't know. I get a kick out of that when people really want to like a faction that's not working. Like, how do we get this to work? And I really feel after working out Zinj, anything will be relatively easy because that was definitely the hardest. That guide, I've never redone a guide so many times before. I love Zinj, still my favourite chaos god, but I'm really glad to be done with him. Okay, so we now have our edict. There's a few good options, but for now we're going to choose this, which gives us an extra 5 infections per turn and will help drive up our corruption as quick as possible. Mainly the 5 infections per turn, because we want to hit this... actually, we're going to get them anyway. We get them anyway next turn. We'll switch to this. So this will give us an extra turn of the plague, because we're going to cast a plague on our settlements here to help them grow. And that's the cool thing about Nurgle. Someone else's poison smells like roses to us and will help our entire empire grow. Yeah, so game plan time. So what we're aiming to do is we've just obtained our first province. We're going to take the second one. This is going to be an epic war trying to get Gorst out of here. Not going to be easy. And then we have 2 more settlements here. After this, we have Drazwath the Ashen, the Chaos Dwarf. We are going to help him take this territory and gift it to him. And we're going to lay cults all the way through his territory. And that is going to be just generating more and more infections for us to then snowball. And then we'll head out this way and we can conquer Cathay, where all this climate is favourable to us. The climate this way is bad for us. So our objective is to wipe the dwarfs out of this area here. But we don't have to do it. We can send an army to help when we're ready, but we'll just seal this area off, get an infection farm going, and when we feel like it, we'll go give Cathay a hard time. Am I forgetting to do anything? Nope. Alright, so far so good. Okay. Garrett asking, how do you spend your skill points on Kugath in all the red buffs, or do you also go into his magic? Okay, yeah, so we have a spellcasting hero, so is the spellcasting hero going to do the casting? And the answer is yes. Especially if it's the same law of magic. I love having 2 casters. Just about every one of my armies by choice will have 2 casters, because I like to have multiple laws of magic. So I'll just jump in. There'll be a fight to do soon, no doubt. Cool. Wow. Nice. Okay, cool. So you just win a battle, you get 7% campaign movement. That's nice. So there's a couple of cool followers. There's another really great one. I don't have it yet. You just win fights with plague bearers in your army. And yeah, you get basically a 20% reduction on the upkeep. Let's finish this guy off. Cool. Still alive. Oh, if he'd lived, I would have let you go, man. Oh, that's tempting. Ah, the mysterious island. Can I say no to the mysterious island? It looks so fun. Ah. I won't be able to get back though, but we'd get some gold. The fight could be really hard. Ugh. You'd be scared to bits, go home and replenish. Okay, okay. Alright, chat being the voice of reason, thank you. I do have a habit of making interesting streams from just doing what is not smart. So this next technology, plus 15 growth, all provinces, needless to say, that's awesome. So there's another tip with Nurgle as well. I'm still working this all out, to not min-max, but to work out how to maximize this faction. But I think the tip is to keep most of your provinces down at tier, just maybe tier 2. Don't rush them to tier 3, because when you accumulate growth without spending it, you get an additional bonus. And this is 150 gold off 450, right? Even on the lowest level there, you're getting like a 25% bonus. You do that in a 4 settlement province, it's going to add up. So I think that's the secret. Although more and more I'm finding one of the biggest tips is not to just spend all your cash. Okay, so we're now using the Plague God's Pastures. We've unlocked our plagues, so we can choose any 3 bonuses, and the ones we'll choose... What's our corruption? Our corruption's basically already there, so that's a bit of a waste. But I do want... I would like that extra health on all units that we recruit, and this will give us some extra growth. So, fantastic. So, where do we place this? Let's have a look. So, let's close this over. So we have 29% chance to spread from here, and we can choose just about anywhere. But also, Kugath himself has a higher chance to spread plagues. Right, so he doesn't have chieftains, he doesn't have all these other things, but he does lean into one thing really, really well, and he has, as you can see, another 15% chance of spreading a plague. So let's cast this first one. Oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's see how we go. Just casting on Kugath. And you can increase the chance of spread. That takes to 50. Yeah, why not? Cool. And because we're sitting in the settlement, it will also increase that chance. Checking diplomacy quickly. This guy's totally getting smoked next turn. So let's sign a non-aggression pact, knowing that he won't ever live long enough for it to matter. Cool. Okay. Alright, sweet. I think that's it. Ending. Yeah. Cool. Alright, let's catch up on this chat. So what non-legendary lords do you pick? Your preference would be for the Chaos Lord, but you wouldn't mind picking a different one. What's my take? So my take would... I find it very hard to turn down Caster Lords. Caster Lords are fantastic, especially if they're armoured and completely encased in impenetrable steel, like the Chaos Sorcerer Lords are. Really hard to turn them down. They're just awesome. Demon Princes are epic. I will always have at least one. I like to have one of each, to be completely honest. But if it's, we're going balls to the wall, no risks to be taken, I think there's, you got to know which ones they are. And in this case, it absolutely is the Chaos Sorcerer. That is the one I would pick. 100 armor, walking straight out of the gate. Really great. Although there is good argument to actually have a melee lord and just get casters into the army itself, that's also... It works. It works. Can we force march? Oh, we can. Aha.
Must test my condition.
Okay, so Shadowstone Bay. We're going to build this building. This will allow us to recruit cultists, and we're going to keep on sending cultists out, dropping a cult, disbanding the cultist, send another one out, and then disband the cultist. And this way we can use our limited number of cultists, but get more cults out of them. It's more expensive, yes, but we're basically getting around the 15 turn cooldown of putting a new cult in. So let's double check. That's it. That's uneventful, but that's turn 6. So we'll hold on to that. Oh. Yeah, just in case the plague spreads, why not? Okay. You try the Kairos, but dang, he's so execution heavy when you don't play with the perfect timing. Yeah, you get wiped out. Kairos is possibly the most execution heavy lord in the game. That is hands down the hardest guide I've ever had to write. Like, not even close. Like, jumping into Nurgle. And this is pretty technical faction. This is one of the more technical. By comparison, this is easy too.
Consider their offer carefully.
Well, if you want to pay me more money for agreements that you won't live to see the benefit for, sure. Glory to Nurgle. And good luck with your Rat City, which is currently getting overrun by zombies. Will you rush to kill Gorst? We kind of have to. You never play on Legendary, like having fun instead, like playing hard, very normal or hard. Absolutely, whatever difficulty you have fun on, and is the one you should do, 100%. When I first try out campaigns for a new faction, I always try it out on normal first. Like, that really needs to be known, this stupid flex, but I do have more fun on Legendary because I love the weight of my decisions having so much impact, right? But Legendary difficulty is a test of experience, not a test of skill. It's a test of experience. It's to me, I've used this faction enough times to know that this could take on whatever he's got there and know roughly how well I will do. It's a game of poker, of knowing that I think my ability plus my knowledge of what these units can do can beat that. And without experience, you can't make Legendary work. So trying to do Legendary first is just, it's a foolish endeavor. Alright, I am going to lower the upkeep and go across this line as well. I mean, there's no point in increasing any of these other units because we don't have access to them yet. Alright, so we'll go down the campaign line for now until we get his unique tree out. Okay, we'll upgrade that settlement. Okay, so the new legendary difficulty is a pain in the tail because they raise so many armies so quickly. Okay. 50% rule, let's move. He has 3 settlements, 1, 2, 3. Maybe he's taken that, or he's on his way to take out those rats, almost certainly. Fuck, man, so he's got he's got a lot of units. He's got a lot more than what we've got going on. It'd be nice to get some more defenses on here. But our army can absolutely obliterate at least 2 of his armies without much challenge. Okay, so we'll hide. We don't even need to hide. Alright, the trees don't even do anything. Fantastic. So we'll move up to the border and we'll hop in ambush stance. Cool. I think if I hired a Sorcerer Lord at this settlement, we could destroy that army, so I'm not too worried about leaving this unguarded. What I'm worried about is he must have at least 2, probably 3 armies up here, so let's see how that goes. I'm also running out of recruitment units because, shit, I should have built a, what do you call it? A barracks. We'll see if I live to regret that. I absolutely should have built that instead. Alright. How many units can we still get? Are we out of recruitable units? Fuck. Oof. Oof. Next turn we can build one. We'll be okay. Alright, this will be fun if nothing else. Okay. Garrett said you can't start using the actual melee lords, especially on factions where it's easy to get caster heroes. Yeah. It's honestly completely sensible. Oh god, no. Oh, please walk into my ambush. Come on, guys. Fingers crossed. Ah! Damn it. Ethan Payne, how you doing? Apologies this is unrelated to the question, but you think of doing your first campaign after the prologue with Tyrion? You understand there's a lot of content for Tyrion in Warhammer 3. Has much changed? His map has changed. His faction, not so much. Yeah. You'd watch my High Elf guide, and everything except for the heroes is basically the same. I would watch the High Elf guide, but where I say there's hero traits, as in the trait that every character has, when you hire them, they'll have something like this. And there's ones like Entrepreneur and Honed and whatnot for the High Elves. Those have changed. The rules attached to them have changed. So ignore that advice. Everything else is basically on point because understanding their military. Probably seeing the formations video is more important than watching the guide, actually. So check out the High Elf formations video. It'll help you out. But High Elves and Dwarfs are probably the 2 easiest. And Tyrion is good. As High Elves, go Tyrion. Do not pick Imrik. Imrik is a difficult flex campaign. I say it because I understand he's free. Okay. I think he's only got 1 army left, but that army will be a full stack as Gorst. So we need to be very careful. Now, Rancid Visitation does direct damage to a character. Characters are the absolute bane of our existence when we're versing the undead. Cool. So let's take out this army first. I reckon we'll do quite well in that auto-resolve. How did it go? Oh, I would have liked it to be a bit better. Oh, we could have done that way better. Well, that was crap. Oh, that really hurts. I'll take the replenishment. Alright, well, we absolutely should have fought that one manually. When we fight Gorst, it's going to be significantly harder because we don't have full health. Not quite sure. Maybe they've tweaked the auto-resolve, made it a bit less brutal for undead factions. I will catch up on this chat. Okay, Tyrion is a good choice. Bloodline of Anarian. Yeah, Bloodline of Anarian. That's the meme skill line. Don't go down that. But yeah, it's perfectly good. Perfectly good campaign. Actually, I've got a video on that. What am I saying? Check it out. It's like the first top 5 or top 10 campaigns you should play. Definitely check that out. It talks about DLC, talks about everything, and I've got a guide on DLC as well. There was a question here. I saw it briefly. It was Champions of Chaos. Someone asked it around here. Okay, so Jeremy Tan, how you doing, mate? Does this guide account for the Champions of Chaos? So far, no, and I do try to not lean on DLC where I can with guides. We will be using those units when we can, though, but we'll easily get past the first 10 turns without using them. Pretty much because we can't. Alright. So reserve line of Nurglings, and let's keep a gap. Kugath Daddy right here. Now, with your Plague Ridden, they get really good. They're a caster that can also improve their melee skills, but right now, they're kind of like elf levels of squishy and soft, right? Like 37 melee defense. Keep them back. Once they start to crumble, they will die. They won't retreat, okay? Nothing is more heartbreaking than winning a really clutch battle and then watching your prized caster dissolve into dust. One of the hardest things to get used to when playing as demons is definitely that. Is this an unpassable ridge here? I feel like we could use that a bit better. We will. Okay, so when this battle starts, I'm going to hold this choke point for Sparta. You think this campaign is playable, but especially on hard difficulties, you'll notice that he's missing those great units like Lords and Heroes. Yeah, definitely you will notice that. Oh shit! Oh no! Okay, so because we have so much chaff, we're going to turn off fire at will with these drones. So they're a drone with a plague. What are they called? Sorry, what's the name of them? I'm having a mental blank. Plague Bearer. They've got a Plague Bearer riding them, but they're dropping grenades down on the enemy. Cool. Yep. Okay, cool. Now, because their units are so slow, they're going to have a really hard time dodging this artillery. So if you don't play on the harder difficulties, you won't find them dodging artillery all that much. Oh, that's a fantastic blob right there. We have plenty of wins. I'm not worried about running out of wins. When you are worried about wins, don't just throw away your spells like that, though. There comes a point if you have lots and lots of wins you can spare it, then avoiding the casualties is worth it more. But remember, as Nurgle, you do lack damage output. Okay, so spread this line out wide, and let's go attack. Dang, dude, play the battles, you know, has loads of armies. Yeah, I'm a slow learner, like that. Cool. So what I'm doing there is I'm drawing a line for units to line up in, and then holding shift and then giving them a second command so they flank around the side. That's a really bad example, but that's the spirit of what we're trying to do. Okay. Let's get some flanking going on. Now, how tired are these plague bearers? They're pretty tired. We'll charge another unit in and then pull them back to give them a rest. Come on. Okay. These guys are tired ones. Pull them back. We are. Just keep that AoE damage coming in. Alright. Chaff versus Chaff. The musical. Yes. This is the war of the chaff. Absolutely. That is quite funny. And look at the Beast of Nurgle just having a great old time. Not a worry in the world. Okay, Fury's getting beaten up. Man, it's just not letting me select units. Okay, pull back. Okay, draw the line and then attack. Oh. Cool. So I'm not trying to kill the Lord, I'm going to try and take down his army. And as the army falters, so will he.
My experiment succeeds. The perfect play.
And they're starting to waver. Oh no! No! He's attacking my caster. This is what I didn't want to have happen. Alright, let's deal some direct damage to him. That'll teach him. Cool, they're starting to rot and crumble. Okay. Cool. What if they'll bounce off the cliff? Oh, it did, but into my guys. I didn't want that to happen. Shit. Okay, charge in. Look at this beast, he's still going. So if you can't tell, beasts of Nurgle are really, really good. So these toads have had enough for one day. Let's get them out. I think we might lose them. Oh no! Shit, don't die, fuck! Ah, we lost another one. We didn't want that. Nice. Bit of rebound action happening there. Okay, the army's falling apart now. We are taking serious losses though, more than we would have liked. As is the difficulty when playing demons. Pump those numbers. Okay, let's just get these guys attacking. Okay, I think they're crumbling. Cool. Okay. On hard difficulty, you don't use the stat buff. Their dodging is reasonable. Just artillery like normal. Yeah, cool. But don't shoot spells and moving targets, as they're good at dodging those unless they're bogged down in combat. Yeah, they can be used sometimes though to make the enemy. I lost my other flies. To make the enemy kind of move and break up their formation. That itself does have some value, which I don't think enough people give some credit to. Being able to break up the army, just make them not as in unison. Allows you to pin their key units and then isolate maybe those more valuable units because they've been delayed and they're further behind the formation now, meaning you can take them out. So there is some benefit. You did hear the Empire was quite difficult. You're planning on playing Orion. To get used to a more aggressive playstyle. Sort of. There's different types of aggression. There's battlefield aggression and then there's campaign aggression. The Wood Elves definitely are not aggressive on the campaign map. They're kind of the opposite, but they're very quick and clinical though. They make a mess very quickly, but yeah, you need to know what the idea is just to quickly basically stabilize a region, move to the next tree. Stabilize an area, move to the next tree. Oh man. One level off. One level off being able to get a regiment of renown. 4 turns to build. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Boy, does that hurt. Dare I say, I mean, I really would rather wait for the advanced tech. It's a risk, but it's one I'm going to take. And I'm going to stick to my rule of not using any Champions of Chaos until we're at least past turn 10, because that was the rule. Let's stick to the laws that we lay. Cool. So we're making our army a little bit cheaper and improving our upkeep. Cool. Stream of Corruption, so we have all the big high hitting spells. Now I'm not going to build until I can afford, because we do need units. I'd say that's my big mistake that I shouldn't have done. I should have saved the Plague, but then we're developing quicker. I'd say yeah, get the Plague Bearers barracks there instead. That's what I would do to perfect this. But yeah, outside of that, we're doing okay. I say that now. Let's just see how angry Gorst is. What's his balance of power versus ours? What do you got, Gorsty? Not much more. Not much more. We could very well win this. You did miss the DLC with Tauros on the last sale. Pretty sure there'll be one soon. You give him a go. You did love the look of him, so absolutely no problems. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Tauros is very cool. How does a zombie get a plague? That's great. That is really, really clever. Yep. I got nothing. Hey, Kim, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. I'm well. How are you? Well, Yeah, this is nice. Cheers everyone for tuning in. Okay, we get 200 infections if we raise corruption in any control province up to 80. Up to 70, sorry. But we've done that. Oh, there we are. Okay, I guess we have to raise another one. If we can increase this one to 80, then we're set.
Speak. Prepared. Nurgle's chosen.
Can't reach. I do have this 7% movement already applied. Wait. There's a plague which increases movement. Which one is it? That's it's too far. It's too far, and I do need. So clean us out of plagues. Okay. We're not that short of money. So we need to move up in ambush in camp stance to not face any attrition. Before we do, let's move up. Okay, there he is. Not that scary. Being honest, not that scary. Okay. Just give me one more level. Give me some regiments of renown, please. Oh, this is not going to be a pretty battle, but I know I can win that. I'm confident I can win that. Okay. And that should be this turn complete.
I am ready.
Zombies already have flesh-eating bacteria, they do. Looking at this, I'm surprised you didn't go Kugath plus 3 lords. Oh, I just have other lords trailing him. You can, but you don't get that much from having the other lords leveled up. It's not like they have a lot of global bonuses. I mean, you could. I guess you are right. You're having the extra caster, having a armored Chaos Sorcerer could help. It's just the starting economy is so crap. Will versus Tamakan. Oh, okay. Okay, so there we are. Oh, guys, one infection off. One off. Robbed. Completely robbed. Okay. If I attack him, I don't think I'd pull him in.
I will not.
Would rather not have to fight them in the settlement. Oh god. Oh, it's a lot. Oh my god, so 1, 2, 3 armies. Why not? Let's quick save that. We might have to try this again. I don't think we will. I say that. Every time I say that, we do well. So. They're stronger than your units, and you also get the experience, yeah. So until you're stable generating troops, they will do all the work. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's a fair point. I didn't actually think about that. That is such a good point. I'm going to write that down. Such an obvious thing, and I looked right past it. Good point, Kim. Thanks for that. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I thought, oh, I'm out of recruitment. It's over. Now, we don't have the damage output to maul them as they enter the battlefield. We're best off taking down these weak units first, I'd say. Although this would have been a really nice choke point to guard. Or we can try and just keep on casting. Start deployment. We have 18 wins of magic out of a possible 90. Yeah, I'm going to try something different. Because, why not? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to try and see how rotten minions are. And we're going to press them against the edge of the map. And just kind of see what happens. Because they've only got... Okay, they have a corpse cart. My other concern is how many... He has one hero. But we also have another lord over here. With zombies, which will probably never get to the battle. So Nurglings sitting on the back. Beast of Nurgle number 3. Kugath number 1. I'm going to quick number our cavalry number 5. Cool. And they take 2 minutes to get in. Now I hope he doesn't have units that come around that side there. Kind of counting on it, so in that case, I'll just keep a couple of Nurglings there just in case they do. And we'll turn off fire at will. Except for Kugath, you do get to fire at will. So he'll be able to sit on top of this hill, raining fire down from above. Cool. Cool. Let's see how this works. Hopefully you get the infinite archer armor for Kugath. The cheese trap. Oh, is this what Legend... I haven't actually seen him do it. Is this what Legend would have done? I thought Legend normally sits out and tries to... I thought... normally what I've seen him do, I don't get to obviously catch all his videos, is to hide certain units out and then try to string the enemy out that way. I'm mostly interested to see if we can pin them in place and then use our really long stream of corruption to run shots up and down the length of their army. Normally what I would have done is set up here, destroy these 2 units, pivot the army around, and then make this a choke point here. So, did I forget to... I did. Oh my god, did I forget... Oh, what a... Oh, I can't believe that. That's so embarrassing. Oh shit. I don't even have casters here. I have royally fucked that up. Oh my god, I cannot believe my most important units are nowhere near the battle. Like, literally all our damage is dealt. Oh, this is bad. Let's hit fast forward. Alright, let's fast forward. Okay, so does this work is what I'm wondering. Come on, cast it. Yeah, it does work really well. If this guy can start doing the same. Okay, so you stand here and shoot. Oh. Okay. Wow, this really is cheesy. This, even with that delayed start, I think this is going to work remarkably well. Come on. Oh, you're so slow. You know what, just keep shooting. Ignore this guy. Nice. Oh, dude. Oh, that is epic. Look at that. Nah, keep shooting. Oh, this is just ridiculous. This fight would have been over long ago had we not done this. Oh, that is... oh, that is depressing. Here's another one. Here's another one for you, just because you weren't ready for it. Oh man, that's difficult to watch. Go on, finish them. And he's so tanky. He's just shrugging off all his punishment. This vampire is just trying to beat the shit out of Kugath, and he does not care. It's just like he's sitting there watching telly. Oh, whoops, that one. That one, it was a little bit in our direction. Although, I feel pretty dishonorable right now. I didn't think it would work this well. I really did not. But hey, you know, we now know that's a strategy that you can use, and we do know that plague bearers are remarkably good. Their high mass and high durability makes they haven't budged at all. They are so dependable. Actually, we don't want you to move, mate. You can. Sure, this army's close to breaking. Okay, let's send our cavalry into the rear. Okay. All's fair in love and war. That's beautiful. There's also another fun strat for Kugath. If you watched Radiant Ash play Plague Daddy, getting quick Nurglings and swarm everything looks fun. I know that Radiant Ash did main Kugath Actually, I should probably... I'll hit her up, actually. Why am I... She's mained this guy for so long. I absolutely should seek her counsel on Kugath before landing a guard on him. Ah, whoops. Okay, now we have the really annoying part where we have to get rid of the lords that just do not want to die. Okay, we still could lose this actually. We need to stay awake. Okay. More reinforcements, what? Oh no, not more. Alright, just kill the Felbats, come on. Alright, still got 40 wins. Now we'll wait for the Plague Bearer because he has a better shot. And more small units near him. Cool. Alright, zombies crumbling. That's good. That's good. Alright, we need to make a bit less of a dog's breakfast of this army. Heal up Kugath. Alright, let's pull the cavalry out. Pull our flyers out because we cannot afford to lose them. Come on, guys. Alright, if we can just shatter this edge here and free up these units. Come on. Are they crumbling? Yeah, it's crumbling. Good. Crumble, crumble. Keep crumbling.
It is done. Children of Nurgle. Kugath, please.
Come on, Kugath. Come on. Come on, going for another charge. Good. Crumbling. Back it out. So these type fights are where your cavalry and just correct cycle charging can do incredible things for you. Okay, Kugath. Oh no! And if you hit your own units like I just did, you can do the exact opposite. Cool, come on. Outlast them, outlast. Outlast them, come on. Cool. Alright, so getting a charge into the rear. Alright, direct damage on the wizard. Sure. Go on, get out, get out, get out. Ah, you can't get him out. Shit. Maybe I can blast my way out. Go on, let him out. Can't get out. Fire a fucking mortar if you have to. Get him out, get him out, get him out. Oh no. Come on, let him out. So we can't cast on him, but it's got to be on Kugath. Okay. Come on. Go on, let me out. Let me out. Come on. I think we're going to lose this one, guys. It's not looking good. No, we're screwed, guys. No. Man, I checked out. I shouldn't have. Come on, fire it. It's up to you, Kugath. Oh no. Kugath failed. Fuck. Alright, we will give that another go. Ah, that's disappointing, isn't it? Yeah, no, I'll have to redo that one. Oh man, I just checked out. Also didn't start with my characters next to the edge of the map for the first half of it too, so we'll redo it. We'll redo it. We'll pass it this time. Should I do it the proper way though? Should I start in the middle of the map and then pivot the army to face Gorst? I mean, we may as well fight it. May as well fight it differently and do what I was initially going to do. The question is, did that actually work against us in a way? Because if we what killed us wasn't the zombies, it was the fact that I had so many characters. I'm gonna do what I initially was going to do. And that is take out those first opening units and then pivot the army around, and then this way they'll come in waves. And I think that will give us the space we need. Also, being that close to the edge of the map, you didn't really get to use the artillery of Kugath. Alright. We'll do it my way this time. But that's still cool to know. We still learned something. Well, I learned something. Everyone else probably knew that, but I didn't know that. Yeah, we will be able to get the Nurgling swarm ability a bit later on. By the way, Elvin, your Imrik campaign video is up to date with AI, changes the behavior. I don't know. I feel like it still would work. I can't think why it wouldn't work anymore. I think it would work. taking the Dragon Isles first. I still stand by that being the best way to play. I mean, you can try to hold 3 fronts at once, but you don't need to be a logistician to realize that that's going to be quite difficult to do. The thing about the Dragon Isles that's great is, yes, you do start a bit slower, but the Knights of Kalador aren't a fast faction anyway. They are a relatively slow faction. I know I play them fast, but what I do and what's intended are often 2 different things. Start up this way.
Infection is inevitable. There is no endeavor more noble than the study of it. So, let us fight.
You gonna get him? Yeah.
Plague Weaver, moving.
So he doesn't even have regen. So this is good.
Nurgle's command.
So if he gets close to his units,
Yes.
which he is, let's hit fast forward. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Army, move up. So here we have a nice couple of choke points. Soften them up.
Slaughter them.
One more throw. Come on. Cool. Okay, cool. Now we can take out this first little army without any intervention. Ah. Feel that Mark of Nurgle made you as much of a tank as the Mark of Siege. I like that. Ethan's got to head off, but it's been good. Good watch. We'll try to tune in later sometime and watch the beginning campaign. Yeah, cool. Welcome to the Discord as well. Anyone is welcome to join the Discord. Feel free to ask or share whatever you like there. Everyone is welcome. No obligation. You can come and stay for as long as you like. Okay.
Decimate them.
Let's charge him. Cool. Alright, charging to the rear. So, these have anti-infantry. Do they? I swore they had anti-infantry. Do they not have anti-infantry? My life has been a lie. I've always thought that they have anti-infantry. Oops. Surely not. That's actually quite funny. I do now wonder if I don't think I've told anyone that they have anti-infantry in a video before. I definitely would have done it in a tier list because I actually look at all the stats of a unit before I comment on that. Okay.
They die.
Okay, pull back. Pull back.
Grandfather asks it. Tugak.
Okay, let's get a really nice stream of corruption.
Plague and pus.
It's good damage, though crypt horrors are not budging. Shit. Should have formed up a bit better. Coulda, shoulda. Can we get some ricochet action off there?
My experiment
What happens here?
succeeds.
Oh, it worked. That's nice. Let's do that again. Getting double whammies off our streams of corruption there. That's great. Cool. Okay. Pull out of the melee. Oh, my mouse is running out of battery. Okay. More streams of corruption coming up. Oh, it's really tasty, isn't it? Look at that. Again.
It is done.
Okay, come on, keep it going. Keep it going. Okay, cool.
Finger of sickness. A new
Good. This rebound action is working really nice. Okay, pull out. At least this time our artillery is able to shoot. Oh, shit, come on. Great. And again. Not good that we've lost a unit though. Just need to break these crypt horrors. Wish we had some magic attacks to pierce through it, which we don't. Okay. Okay, charge into the rear. You guys pull back and rest up for another cycle charge. Okay, let's fire into the rear. Got a nice cluster of units there for Kugath to use his area of effect on. Great. And we'll go down the other way this time. So the wider part of the teardrop will hit more of the units. Yep, that's nice.
Nurgle's command. Slaughter them. Yes.
Okay, rest up a bit. I'm still very tired. Just hoping they might get a bit more health. Cool.
Succeeds. Decimate them.
Almost out of ammo. Almost. Not quite. Cool. Pull back. 36 charge bonus is quite nice. Alright, let's just dive in. Break up the rest of these guys. Alright, back up. Send these froggies in. Cool. Come on, let's just blast away the last of these zombies. Cool. Just let these zombies crumble. Alright. Okay, let's pull these flies out. Oh, we've lost a couple of frogs. That's not good. Toads, I should say toads. They're not frogs. Okay. That was impatient of me. I should have held on to that magic and saved it for Helman Gorst. Although I think he's getting army lost now. Well, there you go. If I'd actually done what I was going to do to start with, we would have had a much easier time. Well, there we go. Trying to be cheesy and experimenting with cheesiness. Lost the army devastatingly, and this time all we lost was a few Nurglings and a round of Plague Toads, which we really can't afford to lose, but we'll be alright. Hey Hobbs, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the stream. Did you hit the perfect 10 turns? Sort of. We kind of did. I made one mistake where I built a building where I should have built a barracks, which would help us recruit more, but beside that, all the moves are right. Where to attack was right. We moved up an ambush stance. We had an opportunity. We counterattacked, took a settlement, and he will always be up in this corner near Pig Barter around this time because he essentially has to be. It's the only way he can expand. Why is my camera choppy? This greenness around here is Nurgle. This is the Nurgle effect. You see we're pretty high end here at Elven Plot Armor. We have all these cool special effects. No, what's really happening is it's just the green screen behind me isn't working so well. I'm in a kind of like in a laundry style room with bricks and stuff, and the light doesn't work well, and it trips out the green screen. So I need to work out a workaround. So yeah, 100 infections would be nice. I don't think he has anything else really to fight us with after. I'll take the infections. The extra growth is nice. Don't really need anything else, so why not? Nice. Easy win and occupy. Now, I've heard some people complain that Nurgle sucks because you have to take a lot of territory where you don't have very good climate. It doesn't matter because you don't need climate as Nurgle, right? So all it will help you with is some casualty replenishment. It's not going to slow you down too badly. But taking too much territory will slow you down because the cost of upgrading the settlements isn't easily overcome. I think we'll have to go gold. Alright. If we go here, we get a bunch of DLC units, which are pretty nice. Or we can go for Pox Riders. Should be the cheaper option for now, and I'm thinking of going in that direction. I'll go for Greater Unclean ones a little bit later. Okay. Alright. We'll get that. Maybe in 100 turns we'll get Toad Dragons. Yeah, it's a slower faction to play, absolutely. But by the time you hit turn 80, 90, you'll snowball very, very quickly. We do gain less gold, but we don't gain less infections. It is a bit of a tough choice, this one. Maybe we'll just take the gold. Let's take the gold. Stream of Corruption didn't let us down, so we'll keep on continuing down that line. And cool. $200 infections. I'm not going to get that anytime soon. Alright, cool. Now, going back. Campaign movement 5%. Very nice.
My studies.
We're not doing any recruiting just yet, so we don't really need this. So we will recruit new units after. You expected the lizard factions to have the bigger froggy focus. Very clever. Very clever. I do like the idea of doing Nurgling swarms with Kugath. I do like that. Our next military building here will be the Nurgling and Plague Bearer building. Getting some of those basic line holders. It's also going to be cheap.
An opportunity.
Okay, how's this guy going now? Not looking too crash hot. He's in a pretty bad way. We can't hire any units. But we can replenish the ones we've got. Cool. Now we have the infections we need to build another building. And this one giving us Plague Bearers and Nurglings. We don't need the other ones, do we? Could get Chaos units. We are past turn 10. What's that skill line do again? We get the Nurgling Tig. Yeah, an extra casualty replenishment. That's too good not to. Bonuses are too good to say no to. And focus on Plague Bearers and Nurglings. So once that's built, we'll do some recruiting and then we'll use that Unholy Manifestation. Cool. Let's clear out a second province. Well, it looks like Drazworth has already expanded down this way. And that's exactly what we want to do. I wouldn't mind heading over there, taking his settlement and gifting it to him, because he's going to be our military ally, and we're going to use all of his territory as a farm for our plagues. The cults are indispensable, and also the cults are what are going to allow us to power through the tech tree much quicker. He doesn't want to give up. Fair enough. Okay. Oh, there we are. Just enough movement. Oh, what? No! Is this still our territory? Do we have enough movement to get there next turn? We do. Let's channel up some winds of magic then. Okay, we'll use these gifts in a moment. Cool. Now, diplomacy, we don't have too many options. We will join his war as soon as we've wrapped up this one. We just have 2 more battles left. And that goddamn tree doesn't look fun to fight. So once we've taken this, we really want to wall it off so we don't need to expand that way. We're almost going to sit tight for a bit and just keep on churning out cultists and building up a reservoir of cults and plagues. And this is how you're intended to play, because nothing powers up your research more than cults now in the new setup since the Nurgle rework. They do need a legendary hero though. They should have taken one of the chieftains and just made it legendary hero for all the factions. Oof. I might take that auto resolve. There we are.
The ultimate experiment.
Nice. Okay, Nurgling Tide. I love this ability.
This will infect yourself.
More replenishments. Cool.
I must test my
20,000 gold. Goddamn. You saw Village on the thumbnail, and you go and it's Kugath. Oh, what? Did the thumbnail not change? Oh my god, the thumbnail didn't change. Sorry, let me just quickly fix that. I really like the thumbnail for this one too. Thank you. Chaos is deceiving. There we are. Well, thank you for that. It will now be correct. So we can choose to go a couple of ways with the research tree. I might go with the increased relations. Is it really worth it? Because what we really need is this. Is -1 cycle time for basic military buildings, and then we get -1 for advanced military buildings. As well as a rush cycle cost reduction. And this is how we churn armies and armies and armies. Haha. Where are we? Kaz should have been available via Quest Battlefed for Demus and the Kugath. I do agree. The important thing is another guide's coming. Thank you, Black, and hope you're doing well. Appreciate it.
to the plague.
Fighting against, well, we're not really fighting against them in case. Instead, we'll go.
In power, grandfather's children.
Cool, alright, focusing on gold. That'll be a gold building, that's a barracks. Oh, we'll go here. I should have gotten the building to build cultists. That's my bad. Oops. I guess we can get it here. Oh no, we can't. Oh, we can, sorry. No, this is actually what I wanted to do, sorry, because this is the structure at the edge of our empire, so I did want that. We are doing well. Perfect.
You're overruled. Specimens required.
Good, good.
My bruise bubble.
Cool. Alright.
I'll have your
Well, we get to sit tight for a couple turns and replenish, and then we'll take out Gorst. Oh no. There we are. But this is good. This is going exactly according to plan. We're pretty well set up.
plague, father.
Oh no. Oh dear. Now that we did not need. Oh, why? So what's the end goal? Conquer or unique condition to win? Well, that's the other thing, is Nurgle doesn't have really big, expansive goals typically. I mean, get the Dragon Isles, take out the Caravan of Blue Roses, as well as Karakazal. But we can get Drazuath to do it for us.
Zadir of Makaratu. Dauladar ta Erpetwen.
I'm going to give Drazuath a medium gift.
Ta Legina.
Because he is... I wanted this. So in your run, if he hasn't taken that and the ogres are still there, take this last settlement because, hey, it's one more. Oh, that's really nice too. Look at that. Regeneration for Rotflyers, faction-wide. And Poxrider units get even better. Well, maybe later on we can buy it off him. How much do you want for Pig Barter?
Daes Magma Zuf.
I'll give you 11 grand for it. Close. Yeah. We need to make peace with the fact we're not getting that. But that's okay. You see, I'd rather be allies with him and let him just win this frontier for me than have him against me, and then we can take the fight to Cathay once we've dealt with these troublesome ogres. 3 more turns till we get our Exalted Heroes. We do need to heal for 1 more turn. I can't get around that. Still 2 more turns. Still, it's quite expensive to upgrade these things. Alright, let's upgrade. No, we need another. We're okay money-wise. We need more recruitment. Cool. Okay. Alright, it's good. That'd be nice if you could capture the ogres as Kugath or Tamarkan and put worms in them. Aha, I get it. I get it. For those that don't know, Tamarkan is actually literally the Maggot Lord, and he can essentially animate anything he wants that he enters into, and he's chosen a mighty ogre wielding the signature Great Axe of Nurgle as his vessel, so pretty fitting. Pretty fitting. It's fun though. I'm really enjoying the faction. I don't know why. I'm almost enjoying this more than Tamarkan. I just like the fact it is so different. Tamarkan is an excellent campaign though. Don't take that the wrong way. Imrik, you are getting remarkably close for comfort.
Do you truly believe you can have...
The plague weaver. Specimens.
Okay, so we're going to hire a Chaos Sorcerer Lord now, just like Kim suggested. We'll choose one with good resistances, or in this case the Law of Death, which we may as well do because we don't have access to it yet. Quite concerned I'm going to lose a bit of territory. Sorry, excuse me. With those ogres around the corner. Okay, sit in ambush stance, and next turn we'll come after him. Hire units and then charge in. Cool. Okay, looks like our barracks is ready. Close to it. 360. So it's 2 turns out. Nice. But you know, it is nice for a change having a faction where you can really cruise through the turns and not have to fight 30 battles per turn. There's sometimes that's awesome to do, but other times, did he get confederated by Greasus? If so, might be worth throwing some pocket money at Greasus and keeping him on side. Although if we do expand it this way, we can eventually find Tamarkan and confederate him.
My bruise. You're the problem. Problems going to my gut.
Ah. Oh dear. Oh shit. Oh boy.
Father Nurgle watches over us.
Hmm.
You know, I'm gonna devour you, right?
I don't know how I can recruit enough units to survive this guy.
Light in the sorrows of every new gut.
So Greasus, you have 8
You're about to find
freaking settlements. Did you wipe out bloody Grimgore?
Lichmaster.
I think the smartest decision would be to let him through, let him lose his numbers, and then counterattack him. I believe that's the best move. So we're going to let him pass and enter into the conflict, and hopefully we'll be all the better for it. We'll go for growth for now. What's our second province doing in terms of edicts? We don't have the final one, that's why. Okay. Oh, if he goes for that, we're in some serious freaking trouble. Gotta go hard or go home. I might hire another lord. Okay, let's hire another lord. Cool. At least we're getting some good units. Alright. Let him pass. Gandalf disagrees. Guilty. How you doing, mate? More froggies. I'm not going to live that down, am I? I was calling the toads froggies in the heat of battle. Would be nice if you could capture ogres. Yes. So I read that. 100%. How you doing, Guilty? And Hobbs, thank you for visiting the stream. Appreciate you both. Yeah, they are toads. They're toads. It's like, I'd imagine it's a biblical reference. Sorry. Like the flies and the toads, biblically inspired references. All of the games are inspired from history, one way or another. Yes, exactly. Cool, okay, so that's improved our relations. Now, perhaps we can sign an agreement with you. This is actually quite a heated campaign. This has definitely turned up the pressure. Cool. Alright, let's construct that. We have all our main buildings getting up to tier 3. 2 advanced buildings, 1 minor building, another minor building here. Good. And we will continue to just chill out. If I can... Oh, 80% ambush. I know it's cheesy, but let's bait this guy out. Okay. If we take... He has 1 army. We take the army out. We can complete our province. The province completing that province leaves Greasus with no enemies, and us as the only choice, with 3 armies in the soft underbelly of our territory. So what's more important is hitting him with a really big counterattack before he can do anything. So hide in the forests. Nice. The attrition is really wrecking him though. Okay. Nice. Okay, so at least we can get... And get our cultists up and running. So we only need one so far. Since we've basically decided we're not going to be in a position to take Pig Barter, we may as well put a cult in it.
Sweat seeps into my soul. Everything rots.
Cool. Okay. Now we don't have the infections to unlock that next piece of tech, but we can get 10% extra movement on our infantry. Easy decision. That makes more sense. You're wondering what froggies and toads had to do with spreading disease. That's alright. But I want to do a video on that actually, all of the historical inspirations. I know someone's done it before, but I can't remember who did it, but they could have gone into a bit more, I felt. As well as, like, there's a few things that they have the typical tropes and they expand them. Like, you know, you've got like the High Elves, which of course are based heavily on Tolkien's work. There's another fictional writer too, which they've since then took some, but they also have a lot of Byzantine references as well. Sorry, Eastern Roman. Being a Total War channel, we're probably filled with Romaboos, so I should watch my mouth. Although I do actually agree with that terminology, by the way. It is the Eastern Roman Empire.
Bring ruin.
Okay. Alright, and they've taken it.
I'll take every. Old Father Nurgle watches over us. Conjurer of
I feel like if I don't take it this turn,
specimens.
I won't be able to. I think I need to jump them now.
Rotweaver.
This is as vulnerable as they're going to be, and he is going to attack me. Like, I don't see any other way around that.
Keep out or we'll eat ya.
Okay, let's hire an Exalted Hero. And we'll give him some extra speed and melee defense. Okay. Oh, he's got so many armies. Okay, cool. He's already at war with Drazoath. That is a huge win. We can also sell joining this war to Drazoath for some extra cash, but we've got to make sure we don't bleed him too dry. Is he stronger than Imrik currently? See, he's not divided, and Imrik is, even though Imrik is weak right now. He should be able to beat Imrik, even though early Chaos Dwarfs are weak. They still have a lot of armor and should be able to outpower the High Elves.
It is my destruction shall be my gift.
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing this. Sorry, my mouse is derping. Okay, let's do it. Let's sell this war. I will join your war. What if I join both? Oh, you agree not to hurt me if I join war against two very powerful factions. I'll take your money.
Feel us. Indeed.
I don't see a way we could have avoided this conflict.
All shall fester. The malignant march. Heed our vile
Actually, let's we'll keep you in ambush stance.
foul odors.
just to reinforce. This guy's in force march, so he can't escape. And that's an easy deletion of what's left of these forces.
Grandfather loves us all. Boil them.
I think, yeah, I was going to say we're going to take attrition.
Lord of light.
Not desirable, but not much else we can do.
Bring despair.
Okay. Hopefully we can land an ambush.
Pestilent. I obey only the
Okay. Weak army though. Very beatable army. We just have to take out... yeah. So Champion Decay, you can get Plague Ridden at all provinces. And we can get a second Plague Ridden, which is going to help a lot. Yeah, and, oh man, regenerating Nurglings, that's pretty nice. For now though, an extra Plague Ridden would go a long way. So let's hire another Plague Ridden. And I will keep the Plague Ridden as the law. Unless this is really good. Nah. We'll keep them as Law of Nurgle, and that will leave the human lords as Law of Death. Sometimes that's an easy way to remember it, is make the demonic laws for your demons, and then make the human-based laws for the human characters. And then you won't get as confused. Cool. Alright, I'm feeling good. Oh, fuck, I forgot to use this. Cool. Well, we don't need to recruit just yet, so we might as well hold off, save our money. We'll get some more recruitment. I think we need gold as well. Okay. All right. Oh. They had more units than I figured they did. Oh man, my mouse is running out of battery. Come on. Alright, we'll get this to save. Could this be the end? We could probably retreat back and hire some more units if we needed to. Same on battery. Alright, while this loads, I'm just going to get a new battery for my mouse so it doesn't die. And we're back. Cheers to late, guys. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Of all times. If your mouse run out of battery, it's got to happen while you're on stream, right? That's how the world works. Welcome back. Thank you. And the new battery goes in. I could just imagine in like a really clutch moment, my mouse failing. And that's still not working. What's up? Unless I put this in backwards. Sorry guys. Elven tech support. I did, in fact, put it in backwards. Alright, let's see if the generalship is a bit better than the RT. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. We've got a nice bit of wall here to reinforce. So we can retreat backwards. And that's exactly what we'll do. Let's put Kugath up the back where he can unload. And up the front we'll put our Beast of Nurgle. He'll be able to pin the enemy down and give us some really, really good opportunities. And those flanks look good, so let's put Nurglings. Cool. Alright, let's do it. Oh, this is going to be tight. Let's back up. Okay. Just realised it's Wednesday, you do totally frogs and toads fit the theme for today. Okay. And we have our Wizard of Death. I don't know if we can win this. Oh, they're not going to attack. Okay. I'll just bomb you until you do. Turn it off fire at will. Cool. At least okay, let's try. Nice. Come on, launch. Good. Definitely my biggest concern is alright, they're not even scared. Fuck. Thought I could scare them. Okay, I am here. I am here. Okay, is this gonna work? Can we get some good ricochet off this? Oh, it did work. Don't know if we're gonna be able to deal enough damage to take these ogres down, but every bit helps. Target the lords. We've got some good single entity damaging spells, but they use up all of our winds of magic. They're very expensive for what they do. So it's making me reluctant to use them. A bit closer, come on. Pull back. Okay. Oops.
Unspeakable proxies. Nurgle's command.
Let's go Spirit Leech. Oh, come on. Don't know if we can deal enough damage. Come on. It's working though. Spirit Leech, come on. We can run them off the field. Actually, can we cycle charge and scare them off? Ah. Into that group right there. Good. Break them. Bit closer. There. Oh, I forgot about my Nurgling spell. Hell yes. Charge up there, Nurglings. Go, you good things. Okay. Oh, that lord's probably dead. Don't, it's worth the wins. Alright, let's get these. Come on, Rotflies, get up there. Get up there.